Hello there carpologists, I'm Joe and today you join me on the banks of a rather windy Avalon fishery and we're going to be looking at these. These are the Nash Siren R3 bite alarms. Now this is actually my personal set and I've been using them for the last few months, and before this I had the Nash S5, so I've used Nash alarms for a very long time and they've never let me down. Cue the wind, which is perfect because as you can hear there is no noise coming from the alarms. That's because it includes a certain technology so that any false indications like wind or weed pushing through your alarm, gradual things like that, won't trigger the alarm. So thank you wind, you've come right on cue and proved that it works. I'm fishing with Dan today, who's behind the camera at the moment, and he's using some other alarms which doesn't include this, and he has been getting some false bites. So it proves that the same conditions, different alarms, and these are doing the job. Now another thing that I really like about these alarms is their simplicity. You've got two buttons on the front. None of this volume, sensitivity, tone, power button. It's all controlled through two buttons. It keeps it from being cluttered and still gives you all the control to change those settings. There's just different configurations of pressing the buttons to change them all, which I'm going to bring you into now. On the left of the alarm we have a power button. You press and hold this to turn it on, and vice versa, you press it again to turn it off. The power button can also be used to mute the alarm, which comes into its own when recasting, saving you from turning the alarms on and off. The volume can be changed by the button on the right, and you can scroll through 4 different settings. Sensitivity can be changed by holding the X button. 3 beeps is the highest sensitivity, 2 is medium, and 1 is the lowest. To change the tone, you press and hold the power button and scroll through the 5 different tones by pressing the X button. The alarms also feature an internal LED, which, when used in conjunction with the optical light heads, the LEDs will pulse on the alarms and through the head on the swinger. Alternatively, you can remove the bung and let the LED illuminate your swim. To turn the internal LED off, you press and hold the power and X button. To turn it back on, you simply follow the same process. When the battery in the alarms begin to get low, the LEDs will start to dim. When the batteries need replacing immediately, you'll be greeted by 5 individual beeps when turning the alarm on. Moving on from the R3 alarms, we have the R3 receiver. Now this complements the alarms perfectly in the way that it's styled and designed. Nice and simplistic once again, minimal buttons, but all the functions you need to change are easily accessible, which I will show you now. To turn the receiver on and off, you press and hold the power button. The large button to the right controls the volume, which can let you scroll through 4 different volume options. To pair to your alarms, you press and hold the volume and power button at the same time. This opens up the first channel. Beep the alarm you want to sync and it automatically syncs to that channel. Press the power button again and it moves on to the next channel, and you carry on the process until fully synced up. The 5th channel on the receiver can pair up to 32 more alarm heads. To unsync your alarms, you press and hold the same buttons but continue to hold them until you hear multiple beeps. The tone of the receiver mimics the head, so there's no need to change on the receiver. Pressing the power button once will recall last event, so if you had a bite on your left rod and you pressed it, the left channel will illuminate. Lastly, there is an anti-theft mode. If you press and hold the A button to enable it, you'll be greeted by 2 beeps of ascending pitch. If someone tries to turn off your alarms, you'll be greeted by a lot of noise, as you found out earlier. And one of the best things about this receiver is its range. Independently verified and tested of up to 400 meters. Now although it's not advised to be that far away from your rods, and if you're anything like me, you'll be blown out your ass just after 20 meters of running, but what it does give you is confidence that it's always going to pick up the signal from your alarms. Regardless of your swim layout, the weather conditions, how much trees and things are around, you'll be confident that you're still going to be getting notification from your alarms. So there we go, the Nash Siren R3 bite alarms and receiver. Now you can pick up the alarms from Nash for $94.99 each, and you can get them in 4 different colours. So you've got blue, red, green or white, and also the receiver comes in at $114.99, and you can get the colour bungs matching your colour of your alarms. So for more information, please visit the Nash website. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon.